Okay, here we are at City Farm, our global family farm, on Sunday, December 20th. We're taking care of the earth by creating big, huge compost piles, hugelkultur piles, covering them with mulch. And then we're also creating a hedgerow, a seed bank of calendula and borage on the fence line to create a place, a habitat for beneficial insects to come be part of our garden. Our farm, our regenerative agriculture. Okay, strong woman is moving this mountain of mulch, and I'm going to follow her so that you can see what we're doing. She's going to the Africa section to put it on our big compost pile here in Asia, next to our bamboo stage. This compost pile has now been covered with some of that mulch. And so we're following the philosophy of cover the earth to regenerate the earth, cover either with plants or mulch or compost or a combination thereof. Okay, so here's one of the other compost piles that's getting a layer of mulch on it. And I'm actually calling these hugelkultur piles because we're just going to let them passively decompose, and then we'll plant some bushes and shrubs on top of them. And then over here in the European and Mediterranean section, we have a whole lot of calendulas and borage that go to seed. So we have a big seed bank to pull from. And we're going to pull the plants, in other words, and move them on the fence line to create a hedgerow. Let's go see. All right, so here is where we're working along the fence line. We're taking the old leftover borage and calendula, getting some of the seeds. We're going to put the plants to have like a seed bank along the fence and covering it with some mulch and some more seeds on top. Kind of like a sandwich, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of spiky weeds too, so I want to smother those with some mulch,
Right.
So that these are the ones that take over instead of all the spiky weeds.
Yeah, that's the bristly ox tongue. That is our nemesis out here. Okay, so we're being very resourceful out here, and we're using what we have, We have old leftover plants, we have weeds, we have some soil resources out here, and big piles of mulch. So we're using them to create our own hedgerow.
Focus on the ones we want to propagate. Try to choke out the weeds, choke out the ones we don't want.
Brilliant. Excellent. That's it right there in a nutshell. Okay, so let's use that analogy of a seed bank. In other words, money in the bank. You can't just keep taking money out. You got to put money back in. So we're reinvesting by taking our resources that we have in the bank, the calendula seeds, and then reinvesting them along the fence line to create a hedgerow. All right, come join us sometime. Sundays at our Global Family Farm. We're in San Luis Obispo, 1221 Calle Joaquin Road. And we have volunteer Sundays from 9 a.m. to 12. Come on out. Keep growing and keep going.